Hello and welcome to a new video. On my previous video I started this painting and I painted the sky area, and now it's been a couple of days and the paint is dry to the touch, and that means I can continue it today. And my goal is to at least paint the first underlayer and then define the most important elements to the painting. So without further ado, let's start. I also wanted to show you how unevenly the paint dried. It has some very glossy parts and then some parts are super matte, but that's okay because I was planning to retouch the sky anyway and go over some parts that need a little bit adjusting. So I want to get a straight horizon line, so I'm going to get the tape and hopefully I am able to make a straight line. Putting the tape straight took me a couple of tries. It is so weird that in my eyes it was so straight, but when I went and measured it, it was quite off from straight. But it just shows how much it tricks the eye when there is something painted on the canvas. You just cannot see straight anymore. Or maybe it's just me. But anywho, thanks for the measuring tape, I was able to correct myself and start painting. I know I said at the beginning that my goal was to paint at least the underpainting, but I worked with this every day during the past weeks and ended up getting it finished. I hope you are doing well. We are going towards winter here in Finland and everything right now is just grey and the weather has been quite rainy. It gives me such joy to see the sun every once in a while, but to be honest, the energy has been super low lately and I'm trying my best to stay active, but man, I'm just so tired all the time. I cannot wait for the -degrees and hopefully a little bit of snow and sunlight. It would make a big difference, but it helps to know that I'm not alone and everyone else in school is just as tired as I am and we are going through it together. Okay, let's talk about the painting. So the idea for the foreground of the painting is ice that has shattered and the cracks get bigger when they come forward, and then I will paint the skeleton watching towards the big cloud and stormy sky. I started painting the ice first and the crack pattern coming towards the viewer. I had my drawing for the reference, but at some point I realized that the perspective doesn't work in the drawing and I abandoned the reference and looked at photos of cracked ice from elsewhere. I didn't paint the ice just white. I used different variations of blues, greys mixed with white. I like the pattern for the cracked ice, but the one bigger opening was way too small and out of perspective. I wanted to be a more prominent feature in the painting. But before I started to redo the ice, I decided to paint the skeleton first to give me some perspective for how everything is going to be placed at the foreground. I had to paint with black and white first, otherwise the skeleton would have mixed too much with the background, but I am going to tie it back to the painting with some blue tones when I'm happy with how the skeleton is placed. If you remember, my first idea was a skeleton skiing on the ice, but I decided to make it just walk. The skiing part felt irrelevant and I thought it won't add any important context to the painting. At the same time I was painting the skeleton, I also started to redo the eyes. I was struggling with the perspective and how everything needs to be placed, but I just kept trying and looked for reference to give me an idea how it should be. When I was happy with the eyes pattern, I went back to the skeleton and rest of the painting was just tidying up everything and make it all tie up together. And I really like the end result. This painting has a big mood in it and I love it. I worked long hours every day after school, but finishing this under 3 weeks for this sized canvas was quite fast for me, but I guess this painting just devoured me and I didn't mind using almost all of my time on this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to leave a like and hit subscribe for my future content. And I have to say, while I was working on this painting, I got a bunch of new ideas and inspiration for future projects, so stay tuned for that. And if you didn't watch my previous video where I started this painting, I was talking about that I am preparing for an upcoming exhibition. So that's why the scale of my paintings are going a bit bigger than usual, and the theme is going to be skeletons, and I'm also going to paint some basic landscapes and stuff like that. But also, if you want to see what's going on behind the scenes and some progress photos of the works that I'm currently doing, go check my Instagram. I'm quite active there, and especially on Instagram stories I'm sharing my everyday life, so go check that out and I will see you on my next video. Bye!